Hey you guys, PJD here. I hope you're all doing well. This is another What's New This Week video. I have to tell you, if there is any brand that really comes through with a sale, it is by Made Beautiful. That's the name of the brand. And they have 3 different lines now. One is True, which was their original line. You've probably heard about it. In fact, I have the entire line. I've used everything. Review coming soon. And then also they had recently, they released the Inspire line, which is like for, well, it's marketed towards kids or being used for children, but they also have a little note up there saying and parents too, or moms too, or and dads too, or something like that. So yeah, it's universal. So and then their last line is the Detox line, which also came out recently, I think around the same time as the Inspire, the kids line. During this last, it was like June, for a couple of days in June, from the 13th to the 19th, something like that. They had this sale where they were selling everything from the Inspire line for $5. Now, usually whenever there are big, you know, holidays that people recognize, just days that are nationally recognized within the US, they typically seem to have a sale where they sell things for $5. Now, I mean, that's great. I know the products itself really range pretty much, they're $9 and change, but to be able to get it for $5 for full size, I think is really reasonable and generous of them. So I used that last opportunity to try the kitty line. And when I saw that they had a, what they call a curling temple balm for kids, I said, oh, okay, it's going to be like one of those little soft Eco Styler, maybe even softer than Eco Styler is really what I was expecting. Like a little gel thing that you can apply for kids, and they call it like a temple balm. This is a legitimate hair edge control. I was not expecting that when I got it. I was like, yay, it's edge control. And I said, oh, but it's marketed for kids, so it's going to be, you know, have this much hold, but you know, whatever, it's cute. No, it has more hold than I was expecting. Now, I'm not saying this is like the best edge control in the world for me as an adult, but let me just zoom in a bit. I know this is what's new this week, but let me just give you a little, and we'll see by the end of the video, hopefully, because I usually forget to turn to the side and show you, but let's see by the end of the video where things stand. So you saw that laid that down a little bit. Let me, looking in the viewfinder, so I wanted to, okay, so you see that just laid that down, right? Okay, good. My part is pretty horrible right there. And let's hit up this side. Boom, boom, boom. And I must say though that it's warm where I'm filming right now, so that can play a part in it too. But anyway, all in all, as you can see, I've been using it. Does not leave residue. I think that's awesome. The next time they have their sale, which may be July 4th, by the time this video posts, that time would have passed likely, but you may want to pick this up during their next sale, whatever sale comes up. You may want to give this a go, because this is certainly not bad. I've used this days on end, no residue. Now, again, it doesn't have lasting hold, like, oh, it's holding me all day and keeping my hair down. But when I do a style like this where I have a braid, pretty much the, I don't want to say the tension of having it braided, but you know, a braid in of itself, if it's not too loose, gives you a measure of pull. Of course, you don't want it to be too tight so it's pulling out your edges or anything, but that already gives you a measure of hold. And then when you add this pomade, it really does just what I need it to do. It gives me just enough. So I do like this. And again, it's not something that's holding all day, but it's not like it makes it get all frizzy all over again. No, that doesn't happen. It doesn't all coil up into balls on my hair line. No, it just loosens a bit and looks sometimes more oily, but you'll see what it looks like at the end of the video. And as I said, it's pretty warm where I'm filming right now, so, and I don't want to turn on like any cooling system, because I think you may hear that in the background. But so we'll see how this looks on the end. Hopefully I don't forget to come back to this, but not a bad purchase at all. And again, this is their Curly Temple Balm. And the scent of the line, because you'll see the other things that I got from that line, it's more like a kind of a coconut scent. But with this one, this is the one where it translated the least. Like it doesn't smell as coconutty as the other items in the Inspire line. It smells okay though. It's not like a bad scent or anything. I'm not upset with the scent. Other things, this one I'm almost finished with. This is their Inspire Pre-Poo Detangler. Now, typically I create my own pre-poos when I do pre-poo, but since this was $5, I decided to pick up their pre-poo. Let me see if I can get some ingredients out to you. You can look at this at the bottom label as I'm talking. There we go. So the little pre-poo, oh, is that in Spanish? Sorry. Yes, I just realized that. Okay, let's go with the English translation. Over here, as soon as that comes into focus. Okay, so yeah, there we go. All right, so I have used this in my hair about 3 times. So before actually shampooing my hair, I've had this pre-poo in. I'll show you what the consistency looks like. And this one definitely smells more coconutty than the others. Now, I should say coconut mixed with the bubbles that kids blow in the summer. So it's like coconut and this other scent, but it doesn't smell bad to me, even though I know that sounds like a weird combination. But anyway, it's just this creamy product. Let me just, if I slide it, it will definitely all slide out, but it's just a creamy, like this, little product. I apply this all over my hair, and unlike some of the other pre-poos or masks that you're supposed to put on your hair before you shampoo, this one, even though I know it's designed for kids and I'm clearly a full-grown adult, this one I feel added some moisture. It certainly helped with detangling, so I think this would be great for kids because my hair can be a little challenging, and for the simple fact that it did, I feel like added some moisture to my hair, made it easier when I got to the phase of shampooing. I actually like this, though. Am I going to go out and run and buy tons of this again? I don't know necessarily, because I already told you that I kind of put my own pre-poos together when I do pre-poo. But if I don't feel like doing that, this is a solution that I know works. So I do like this, and I think your kids may too, especially if you have children who are really sensitive to having their hair done. You want to get some of those tangles and knots out in advance, you may want to try it. The other thing I picked up for $5 from the Inspire line is their Hydrating Jelly. And this is just like a hair gel. This is what I think I was thinking that curly temple balm would be like. But it comes in this little squeezy tube. I'll show you right there. Really, really soft and light. This I would use not for edges at all. Can't keep a thing down. This is more so for twisting, to give your hair like a little more hold than it normally would have. It's real. I can put some on my hand just so you can see it more here. As you can see, it's not like sliding and running, but it, look at that, it almost absorbs into my skin if I keep rubbing. But the fact that they call it a hydrating jelly, it actually feels like it has, like one day when I did some twists and I put this kind of at the ends and to like hold things, the next day after everything was dry and all that, it did feel a little silkier than the section of hair where I did not use this. So I'm not saying this is like the end all and be all. In fact, I'll probably not purchase this again, not because it's a bad product, but just because I have other things that can give me a similar feeling. So I don't necessarily need to go to this line for that, and I don't do tons of twists either. And even if I do want to use something like a jelly with more hold, I would probably need something with a bit more hold than this, but it didn't feel like it dried out my hair, so not bad. Another thing you may want to try out for your little one. And the last thing I got from the Inspire line is their styling lotion. And all the ingredients and everything, it's all listed on their website, but I can show you this right here too. I'm not sure how well that's going to come out considering the print of oh, there we go. Okay. So here are the ingredients. You can take a gander. I will show you the consistency right now of this product, and this one too did not leave like residue or anything like that on my hair. As you can see, it's a little creamy product, but I can say for this one it did not leave my hair feeling moisturized. But again, you know that I have low porosity hair, it takes a ton to get my hair feeling moisturized, so this one didn't cut it for me. I do know some kids though, so I'll likely pass this along and hopefully it works for them. The last time I showed you something from the Madam CJ Walker line from Sephora, I showed you the co-wash and said I hadn't used it on my full head of hair. I just used like a tiny little bit on the front section. I have since then used it on my entire hair. I can tell you, I used it on hair that already felt moisturized, so that may have given it a bit of a leg up, not sure. But I was using my Alakay lemongrass leave-in because this is the time of year I hit that sweet spot where that product actually works for my hair again. Doesn't work year round, but it works for my hair now. So my hair was actually feeling really moisturized and nice, but it was time for a little co-washing midweek. I used this. My hair actually felt, and it had a measure of shine to it, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the shiniest my hair could possibly be. It was at like a 7.5, 8, which is not bad for me. It's definitely not bad for me. So that was good. I definitely saw the shine. Certainly in some areas more so than others. Other parts looked just okay, but overall it was like a 7.5, 7.5, 8. And then for the softness, okay, so my hair really did, because I put it in twists after I came out of the shower, washed this off. If my hair felt soft, but it's all well and good when your hair is wet. It's when it dries, for me, that's what the test is. And I, as usual, because I was in testing mode, put in no moisturizer, no oils, no nothing. I just twisted my hair, allowed it to just air dry. I wanted to see how it would feel. So when I actually woke up the next day, after everything was dried, it honestly, I unraveled the twist and it really felt soft. It really felt soft and nice. Not 100% soft like level 10 softness. It felt like a level 8 softness, which for me is certainly not bad. But the full size of this, I'm going to leave the price down below. I believe it's like 26 or 28 bucks for roughly 6 ounces, I think. It may be 8 ounces. I'll put that all down below in a little marker that will come across the screen. But so would I pay that to get this again? There are other co-washes that I've used that are less expensive that I think bring me to the same level or even higher. So I'm not necessarily going to run out and get this again. However, if this should cross my path somehow, I can certainly find a way to use it as a co-wash. I can certainly use it, make good use of it, and my hair will like it and enjoy it. So I'm happy about that. But again, I just wanted to say that my hair was in a moisturized state. It was just time for me to co-wash. So if my hair had felt dry and horrible, how would that have worked? I don't know yet. If you're interested in knowing, then I'll wait till it feels like that, and I'll use the rest of this on one of those days, and we'll see. I also picked up just from a beauty supply store, and these are starting to like come in stock now, actually in store, the Lotta Body Co. This is something they released at some hair show a couple of months ago, but now it's trickling into stores, likely a store near you. This is the Cleanse Me Co-Wash. It is supposed to, as you can see, first of all, made with no sulfates, no parabens for all hair types. It's supposed to cleanse the hair, remove product buildup, add moisture and shine, and tame those frizzies. So let me just start from the top. Do I feel like it cleansed my hair? Absolutely. And at the time when I first used this, because I've used it 2 to 3 times on my entire head so far. First time, I know I had lots of like gels and pomades and things from the week. Boom, it cleansed it quite well. Remove product buildup. Yep, absolutely. Adds moisture and shine. Yes, for the moisture shine. I already explained it's kind of difficult for my hair. I can't say that I like left or walked away with like shine that's remarkable or anything to note. Shine wasn't even something that remained on my brain when considering this product, right? So no for that. But for the moisture, yes, it did feel moisturized when wet. When I put it in twist and dried, it dried, air dried, it felt pretty close to what I described with the Madam C.J. Walker. Now here's where we get to the difference. $3.99 is the price that I paid. I have seen this in some other stores for like $4.99 and change, but roughly the Lotta Body line stays within that under $5 range. So anyway, this one also I wanted to tell you is 10.1 ounces. So, you know, that's a good deal. And so now when it dried, did it feel as soft as the CJ Walker one? No, it didn't feel as soft. It felt like maybe a 7 after the water was out and it completely dried. It felt like a 7, possibly a 7.5, but not up to 8. So it was cool. It did its thing, but for it to be that close and the price to be so different, that's another reason why I'm not sure that I would jump to this one, even though this one could get me a 7.5, 8, and this one is like a 7, 7.5. You know, especially if you are concerned with the cost of things, you may want to go with the cheaper version. And I didn't give you scents. This has the same Lotta Body scent, kind of like a fruity kind of coconut scent, something like that. So smells like that. If you smelled any Lotta Body products, same scent. And the Madam CJ Walker one smells like the Defining Buttercream that I mentioned in a previous video. And it's kind of perfumey slash maybe a hint of florally, but more perfumey. It's not a scent that disturbs me, and it doesn't linger in your hair. Neither of these linger in the hair. And Tame the Frizzies. After my hair was dried and the twist dried out and all that, I can't say that my frizzies were tamed because I did see frizziness coming about, but my hair still felt soft enough for me to manage it, and that was cool. So I could see myself getting this again. I did get 2 bottles initially just because it was $3.99. I wasn't sure if I would find it elsewhere, but I actually like that co-wash. Not bad. Next, thank goodness I didn't forget. I'm going to show you the edge control. Okay, it still looks pretty. Oh, see how it's turning oily here? And I did tell you I was in a warm climate, but for the most part it's down, but you can see where the oils are like coming out now, and it's soft. Right, so it's feeling soft, and that's just a weird part, but yeah, so it's feeling soft there, but still it's holding it down relatively well. Next thing that I picked up, that's kind of the hair stuff. Maybe I should end it here. I think I will. I'm going to end it here, and then the rest, or the next What's New This Week video, will follow up with some skincare items that I picked up from Ulta and Sephora. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.